Jennifer Ann Garner is an American actress. Following a supporting role in Pearl Harbor, Garner gained recognition for her performance as CIA officer Sidney Bristow in the ABC spy action thriller Alias, which aired from 2001 to 2006. For her work on the series, she won a Golden Globe Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award, and received 4 Primetime Emmy Award nominations.
While working on Alias, Garner made a cameo appearance in Catch Me If You Can, followed by giving a praised leading performance in the romantic comedy film 13 Going on 30. Garner has appeared in supporting as well as lead roles, including the superhero films Daredevil and Elektra, the comedy drama Juno, and the fantasy comedy The Invention of Lying. In the 2010s, she appeared in the romantic comedy Valentine's Day, the fantasy drama The Odd Life of Timothy Green, the biographic drama Dallas Buyers Club, the family comedy Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Date, the drama Miracles from Heaven, the romantic comedy drama Love, Simon, and the action thriller Peppermint.
Garner works frequently as an activist for early childhood education and as a board member of Save the Children. She is also an advocate for anti-paparazzi campaigns among children of celebrities. Garner had a 5-year relationship with Scott Foley from 1998 to 2003, during which they married. Garner married actor Ben Affleck in 2005. They separated in 2015 and divorced in 2018. Garner and Affleck have 3 children together.
Garner was born on April 17, 1972, in Houston, Texas, and moved to Charleston, West Virginia, at the age of 3. Her father, William John Garner, worked as a chemical engineer for Union Carbide. Her mother, Patricia N., was a homemaker and, later, an English teacher at a local college. She has 2 sisters. Garner has described herself as a typical middle child who sought to differentiate herself from her accomplished older sister. While Garner did not grow up in a politically active household, her father was very conservative and her mother quietly blue. She attended a local United Methodist church every Sunday and went to vacation Bible school. As teenagers, she and her sisters were not allowed to wear makeup, paint their nails, pierce their ears, or dye their hair. She has joked that her family's take on the world was practically Amish.
Garner attended George Washington High School in Charleston. In 1990, Garner enrolled at Denison University in Granville, Ohio, where she changed her major from chemistry to theater and was a member of Pi Beta Phi sorority. She spent the fall semester of 1993 studying at the National Theater Institute at the Eugene O'Neill Theater Center in Waterford, Connecticut. During college summers, she worked summer stock theater and learned to really clean a good bathroom. In 1994, she graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in theater performance.
As a college student, Garner did summer stock theater in her hometown of Charleston, West Virginia. In addition to performing, Garner helped to sell tickets, build sets, and clean the venues, particularly the restrooms, which Garner says she learned to clean quite well. She worked at the Timberlake Playhouse in Mount Carroll, Illinois, in 1992, the Barn Theater in Augusta, Michigan, in 1993, and the Georgia Shakespeare Festival in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1994. Garner moved to New York City in 1995. During her first year in the city, Garner earned $150 per week as an understudy for a roundabout theater company production of a month in the country and made her first on-screen appearance as Melissa Gilbert's daughter in the romance miniseries Zoya. In 1996, she played an Amish woman in the television movie Harvest of Fire and a shopkeeper in the Western miniseries Dead Man's Walk. She appeared in the independent short film In Harm's Way and made one-off appearances in the legal dramas Swift Justice and Law and Order. She met Stephen Colbert while filming an episode of Spin City and became an occasional babysitter for his children. Garner also supplemented her income by working as a hostess at Isabella's restaurant on the Upper East Side.
After moving to Los Angeles in 1997, Garner gained her first leading role in the television movie Rose Hill and made her first feature film appearance in the period drama Washington Square. She appeared in the comedy movie Mr. Magoo, the independent drama 1999 and Woody Allen's Deconstructing Harry. Most of her performance was cut from Allen's film. In 1998, Garner appeared in an episode of Fantasy Island and was cast as a series regular in the Fox drama Significant Others, but Ken Tucker of Entertainment Weekly thought there was no center to the character, as played by Garner. Fox canceled the series after airing 3 of 6 filmed episodes. Garner's most significant role of 1998 was in J.J. Abrams' college drama Felicity. In 1999, Garner was cast as a series regular in another Fox drama, Time of Your Life, but it was canceled midway through the first season. Also in 1999, she appeared in the miniseries Aftershock, Earthquake in New York and in 2 episodes of the action drama The Pretender. Garner played the girlfriend of Ashton Kutcher's character in the comedy Dude, Where's My Car? In 2001, she appeared briefly opposite her husband Foley in the drama Stealing Time and had a small role as nurse in the war epic Pearl Harbor.
In 2001, Garner was cast as the star of the ABC Alias. The show's creator, J.J. Abrams, wrote the part of Sydney Bristow with Garner in mind. Alias aired for 5 seasons between 2001 and 2006. Garner's salary began at $40,000 per episode and rose to $150,000 per episode by the series' end. During the show's run, Garner won a Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, and received 4 nominations for the Emmy Award for Best Actress.
While Alias was airing, Garner continued to work in film intermittently. She had an otherworldly experience when Steven Spielberg called to offer her a role as a high-class call girl in Catch Me If You Can. After seeing her in Alias, Spielberg thought for sure she would be the next superstar. She filmed her scene opposite Leonardo DiCaprio during a one-day shoot. Garner's first co-starring film role was in the action movie Daredevil, in which she played Elektra to Ben Affleck's Daredevil. The physicality required for the role was something Garner had discovered an aptitude for while working on Alias. Elvis Mitchell of the New York Times said she realizes Elektra more through movement than by way of her lumpy, obvious lines. She hasn't mastered the combat skill of tossing off bad material. While Daredevil received mixed reviews, it was a box office success. Also in 2003, Garner voiced herself in an episode of The Simpsons.
Garner's first leading film role, in the romantic comedy 13 Going on 30, was widely praised. She played a teenager who finds herself trapped in the body of a 30-year-old. Garner chose Gary Winnick to direct the film, and they continued to look for other projects to do together until his death in 2011. Manala Dargis of the Los Angeles Times found her startling. Whenever she's on screen you don't want to look anywhere else. Owen Gleiberman of Entertainment Weekly praised an utterly beguiling performance. You can pinpoint the moment in it when Garner becomes a star. Ann Hornaday of The Washington Post remarked, Garner is clearly cut out to be America's next sweetheart. She has the same magic mix of allure and accessibility that the job calls for. 13 Going on 30 grossed $96 million worldwide. Garner reprised the character of Elektra in the 2005 Daredevil spin-off Elektra. It was a box office and critical failure. Claudia Poog of USA Today concluded that Garner is far more appealing when she's playing charming and adorable, as she did so winningly in 13 Going on 30. Garner next starred opposite Timothy Olyphant in the romantic drama Catch and Release. Although filmed in 2005 in between seasons of Alias, it was not released until early 2007 and failed to recoup its production budget. Peter Traverse of Rolling Stone praised Garner's ability to blend charm and gravity, but Peter Hartlaub of the San Francisco Chronicle felt that, while her natural beauty and likability are still assets, seems occasionally challenged by what should be an easy role.
After a one-year break following the conclusion of Alias, her wedding to Affleck, and the birth of her first child, Garner returned to work in 2007. Her supporting role in Juno as a woman desperate to adopt a child was described by Kyle Buchanan of New York Magazine as a turning point in her career. She came into the movie a steely figure, and left it as the mother you'd give your own child to. Writer Diablo Cody and director Jason Reitman expertly deployed Garner's innate humanity as a trump card. Lisa Schwartzbaum of Entertainment Weekly said she had never been lovelier or more affecting. Also that same year, She played an FBI investigator in the action thriller The Kingdom opposite Jamie Foxx. She was nursing her baby during filming in Arizona and was hospitalized on 2 occasions with heat stroke. In late 2007 and early 2008, Garner played Roxanne to Kevin Kline's Cyrano de Bergerac at the Richard Rodgers Theater on Broadway. In preparation for the role, Garner worked with vocal and movement coaches and took French lessons. Ben Brantley of the New York Times described her performance as captivating. Ms. Garner, I am pleased to report, makes Roxanne a girl worth pining over. Speaks Anthony Burgess's peppery rhymed translation with unaffected sprightliness. If she's a tad stilted in the big tragic finale, her comic timing is impeccable.
The New Yorker's theater critic was impressed by her feistiness and lightness of comic touch. The play was recorded before a live audience and aired on PBS in 2008. In 2007, Garner became a spokesperson of skincare brand Neutrogena.
Garner co-starred in 2 romantic comedies in 2009. She first appeared opposite Matthew McConaughey in Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, portraying the childhood friend of a famous photographer and womanizer. While the film received lukewarm reviews, it grossed $102.2 million worldwide. Michael Phillips of the Chicago Tribune found Garner easy to like and sharp with her timing. He was disappointed to see her as the love interest, which is not the same as a rounded character. Similarly, Manohla Dargis of the New York Times was dismayed to see the actress appear as less a co-star than a placeholder.
Garner's second performance of 2009 was opposite comedian Ricky Gervais in his directorial debut The Invention of Lying. Gervais was keen to cast Garner always happy and always pleasant to everyone against type. In the film, she played the love interest of the first human with the ability to lie in a world where people can only tell the truth. Reviews for the movie were mixed and it made $32.4 million worldwide. David Edelstein of New York Magazine said she proves again what a dizzying comedian she is. She looks as if the wheels in her head are not just turning but falling off and needing to be screwed back on, while Mick LaSalle of the San Francisco Chronicle said she has never been better on screen. Garner gets to show a comic facility we haven't seen before.
In Gary Marshall's ensemble romantic comedy Valentine's Day, she shared scenes with Ashton Kutcher, Jessica Biel, and Patrick Dempsey. The film made $56.2 million in its U.S. opening weekend. It eventually grossed $110.4 million domestically and $216.4 million worldwide. In 2011, she had a supporting role as a villainous arranged bride in the comedy Arthur, a remake of the 1981 film of the same name, directed by Steve Gordon and co-starring Russell Brand and Helen Mirren.
Garner played a mother for the first time in 2012, starring opposite Joel Edgerton, in the drama The Odd Life of Timothy Green, which followed a magical pre-adolescent boy whose personality and naivete have profound effects on the people in his town. The film received mixed reviews from critics and made a modest $56 million worldwide. Claudia Poop of USA Today found her convincing as a warm-hearted, if tense, mom, while Michael Phillips of the Chicago Tribune said she brought fervent sincerity and a welcome touch of comic eccentricity to the role. Also in 2012, Garner starred in the satirical comedy Butter, in which she played an overly competitive and socially ambitious woman participating in a local butter sculpturing competition in a small Iowa town. Distributed for a limited release in certain parts of the United States only, Butter received mixed reviews and grossed $105 018. Peter DeBrugge of Variety praised the best big screen use of Jennifer Garner's comedy gifts since 13 going on 30, while Peter Traverse of Rolling Stone described her as the best in show, knows how to play comedy of the absurd. However, Scott Bowles of USA Today remarked, Garner is a terrific actress, but here she's asked to cackle her lines in a voice a full octave above her natural one. Also in 2012, she appeared opposite Alfred Molina in the YouTube Shorts arena, and became a spokesperson for food company Lovo.
Garner reunited with Matthew McConaughey in the 2013 drama Dallas Buyers Club, portraying the role of a doctor treating AIDS patients in Texas during the mid-1980s. The film received significant acclaim and was a box office success. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone described her as a radiant actress of rare spirit and sensitivity, and Betsy Sharkey of the Los Angeles Times said, "Garner is once again cast as a quintessentially decent, all-American girl, albeit a doctor." But the question of whether the actress has deeper emotional layers to bring to the screen is not answered here. David Edelstein of New York Magazine said, "It's not a well-shaped role, but I've gotten to the point where I'm happy to see Garner in anything. She's incapable of phoniness." Also in 2013, Garner became the first celebrity spokesperson of the Italian fashion brand Max Mara.
In 2014, Garner starred opposite Kevin Costner in the sports drama Draft Day, as the fictional salary cap analyst of the Cleveland Browns. Critical reception toward the film was mixed, and Nicholas Owl of the San Francisco Chronicle, describing her part, remarked, "It's not much of a role, but she's perfectly nice in it. Perhaps someday someone will give Garner a chance to be something other than perfectly nice." Garner also co-starred with Steve Carell in the 2014 Disney adaptation of the popular children's book Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Date, taking on the role of the mother of the titular character. The film grossed $101 million worldwide. Sandy Inglochend of the Washington Post said, "Garner, who has long mastered the art of playing harried and overworked moms, is pleasantly frazzled." Her other film role in 2014 was that of an overprotective mother in The Drandy Men, Women, and Children, directed by Jason Reitman and co-starring Rosemary DeWitt, Judy Greer, Dean Norris, and Adam Sandler. The film made $2.2 million worldwide, and Christopher Orr of The Atlantic said, "Garner does what she can as the snooping mom from hell, but ultimately it's not much. The role is like a caricature of her performance in Juno, minus the ultimate redemption." In late 2014, Capital One signed Garner as their spokesperson for their Capital One Venture Air Miles credit card.
In 2015, Stanley Collins, a drama inspired by the true story of folk singer Steve Tilston and starring Al Pacino and Annette Bening, Garner played the supporting role of the wife of Bobby Cannavale's character. The film was released in selected cinemas and was warmly received by critics. Stephanie Mary of The Washington Post felt she gives the movie a powerful jolt of emotion. In 2016, Garner appeared in the Christian drama Miracles from Heaven, playing the mother of a young girl who had a near-death experience and was later cured of an incurable disease. The film grossed $73.9 million worldwide and received generally mixed reviews from critics, who felt it makes the most out of an outstanding performance from Garner. Kenya Worofsky of The New York Times praised a dedicated and heartfelt performance, while Nigel Smith of The Guardian found her subtly wrought work tremendously effective in an otherwise crassly manipulative film. Also in 2016, she starred opposite Kevin Spacey in the critically panned comedy 9 Lives, playing the second wife of a workaholic father who has his mind trapped inside of his daughter's new cat. Garner made an uncredited cameo appearance in Mother's Day.
Garner appeared in the drama Wakefield, which premiered at TIFF and was released in May 2017. Also in 2017, she starred in The Tribes of Palos Verdes, and in friend Judy Greer's directorial debut A Happening of Monumental Proportions. In 2018, she co-starred in Love, Simon, an adaptation of the young adult novel Simon vs. The Homo Sapiens Agenda. Also that year, Garner voiced the role of Mama Llama for Netflix's original animated preschool series Llama Llama, and starred as the lead in the action revenge film Peppermint, which was released on September 7. In August 2018, she was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Variety praised her radiant likability and said she was second only to Tom Hanks.
Garner will be starring in Yes Date, a Netflix comedy film, directed by Miguel Ortega.
In 2009, Garner became an artist ambassador for Save the Children, promoting national literacy, nutrition, and early education efforts. Since 2014, Garner has served on the board of trustees for the organization, advocating for early childhood education. As an ambassador, she frequently visits with families involved in the organization's Early Steps to School Success program, which coaches families to help children learn in the early years.
In 2011, Garner partnered with Frigidaire as part of her work with Save the Children. In 2013, Garner took her eldest daughter Violet to a Save the Children gala in New York. My husband and I have never taken our kids to a public event before, but I brought my daughter Violet, because I want her to see the passionate commitment Mark Shriver and Hillary Clinton have to make the world a better place for everyone. In 2014, she joined the Invest in Us campaign. In 2015, she appeared in A Path Appears, a PBS documentary that focuses on rural poverty among children in West Virginia.
In 2002, Garner filmed a 30-second television advertisement for her childhood friend Corey Palumbo, who was running as a Democratic candidate for the West Virginia House of Delegates. In 2006, she spoke at a rally in support of Democratic congressional candidate Jerry McNerney in Pleasanton, California. In 2008, she hosted 2 fundraisers for Barack Obama during the 2008 Democratic primary. In 2007, Garner said she was not a particularly outwardly political person. In 2014, Garner donated $25,000 to the campaign of Democratic politician Wendy Davis. During the 2016 presidential campaign, Garner hosted a fundraiser in support of Hillary Clinton in Bozeman, Montana. Garner also attended voter registration and phone bank events in support of Clinton in Reno, Nevada.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.